What have I told y'all? I make over $10,000 per month on one product. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys how I turn one product into a multiple 5-figure a month business, a multiple 6-figure a year company in just 1 year. Before you guys ask, who is this guy? What is he talking about? I don't even know his brand, any of that. I'm Ant Lindsay, owner of the clothing company Pure Hearted, that I started with the end of 23, really, but I didn't really take it serious until the beginning of 2024. And even before then, I had another 6-figure clothing brand company that I kind of ran from 2020 until 2023, 2024 type. So I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. But enough of that. I'm going to go right into the information you guys are looking for. The set that I'm talking about is here. The Distress Pure Set 1.0. Now, why do I call it 1.0? Because down the line, I end up creating a 2.0, but that's not a part of this video. So boom, flashback to the end of 23, beginning of 24. Now, that's when a pleat embroidery with distressing was really at its peak. You know what I'm saying? That's when, if you had some distress with a pleat embroidery, bro, you were that guy at the time. So my Distress Pure Set was really something that I'm not gonna say was innovative. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ended up coming out with the exact same or similar design, but I was early, I'll say. And that's one part of the game that you do have to be early as far as trends go, but I will say I was pretty early. When I got my samples in and showed it to everybody around me, as far as my friends, my family, other clothing brand owners that I knew at the time, everybody was telling me it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit. I just didn't know how much of a hit at the time. When I first dropped them, I had only 100 sets. And I felt like I ordered too much. But then I started rolling out my content. And I kid you guys not, after probably about a week of posting reels, they caught traction. 20K views, 40K views. Then I had my big break. I went to sleep one night, woke up, and a video had 100,000 views. One simple 5-second video. I put my phone down, came back later on in the day, it had 200,000 views. And it just kept going. I didn't handle this situation correctly at all. Like, looking back on it, I should have ran pre-orders. I really should have ran pre-orders. But I did not, and that's neither here nor there. The launch behind said product, the launch went pretty smooth, I'm going to be honest. I sold out in probably 3 days. Probably say 3 days. And that's strictly from IG Reels. I didn't post any other content. No Facebook, no TikTok, no nothing. I strictly posted IG Reels that are relatable to pretty much everybody in the world. I put the words on it that any and everybody could relate to. So people were sharing it, people were liking it, people were commenting on it based off the words that were on it. And the clothes just became the byproduct. And then from that point, when people kept sharing it, kept getting around other people, it kind of just blew up from there. So IG Reels is a huge, huge, huge part of the reason I'm here right now. Just going to be honest about it. At the time that we even ran this drop, I'm going to tell you how new my company was. I didn't have SMS set up. I barely had email set up. I was getting 3,000 to 4,000 sessions a day with nothing on my website. If you know, and you can ask people that run ads, and if you run ads, then you know 3 to 4 thousand sessions a day on ads is expensive. Organic is insane, and I got nothing out of it because I didn't have the product. So the launch of this set was rocky at best. I'm not gonna lie, but we prevailed. Let's get to the numbers. I don't go too deep into numbers, but I'll give y'all a brief overview of the numbers. When I first started selling this set, I think it was only $100 at the time. I had like 100 sets, so rough math, we talking 10,000 as far as what I could have made that weekend. Cause we broke 100 down into 4 different colors, which is the red, the light blue, the black, and the orange. We made it pretty easy again. I don't think we spent over. I think at the time we're spending 30 something dollars a set, selling for 100. So $70 per set, we're making profit. Couldn't complain at all. And again, this is something. This was 30 something dollars to my door. Again, selling them for $100. I mean, at the time I couldn't beat it. Fast forward now, probably make per set, which again I can't complain about. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, either you got it or you don't. But one thing I learned when I dropped this set, and y'all can see it in the video, it's a rather simple set. If I'm just being honest, outside of the applique and the distressing, the design itself is simple. All it says is pure. But that just shows that simplicity is key. You know what I'm saying? Simplicity is key to this whole clothing thing. Simplicity sells. All it says is pure. It has other details as far as different zipper, different this, different that. But I didn't start with 10 different SKUs. I found one product that worked and executed that product the best I could. You get what I'm saying? And I made sure the content and the photos, I had every form of content that you could have for that set. Other than I didn't have women in my set, which I should have done, but I did not. I did the product photos. I did the product videos. I did the on the ground pictures. I did the photo shoot pictures. I did the outside photo shoot pictures. I did every single form of content that you could do for this set. Now, don't get me wrong. Their content back then was different. People weren't shooting whole videos and whole movies how they do now for content. And I'll make a whole separate video as far as the content side to this whole story. But this is the product side. You get what I'm saying? I found a ideal product. I found a winning product. Something that people go years and still won't be able to find. I found it early. I executed it. And I went from there. I'm just going to be honest. Until this day, I did end up starting to run ads on said product. Ads aren't your end all be all though. I always tell people do not run ads if one, you don't have a lot of inventory, two, you're not gonna run pre-orders, or three, you just don't have a proven concept. And the reason I say that and I give y'all those, if you don't have a lot of inventory, by the time your ad really gets to running and start spending, you're out of inventory. Two, if you don't run pre-orders, again, inventory is unlimited at that point. So you don't have to run into the issue of by the time you start spending, it's gone. But you run into pre-order issues. So you just have to determine what you want to deal with and what image that you want to portray for your brand. Three, the proven concept. When I say a proven concept, I mean product, content, and brand awareness. And what I mean by brand awareness is just being known as a brand. People are afraid of pre-orders because of All these brands that have popped up, ran pre-orders, ran off of the money and disappeared. People believe you if you have proof. That pretty much just proof. You have proof that you've been doing this, you've done this for a while. People will easily believe you as far as your pre-order. So look, that's a quick, brief overview of how I did it. If you want more, make sure you join the mentorship. The mentorship is almost done. We are going to have all my one-on-one calls have moved into the mentorship. All my videos that you're going to see on YouTube, the deeper information will be in my mentorship. So if I can give you any type of information for free here, just imagine what type of game I can give you inside the mentorship. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for this video right here. Keep it simple, stay consistent, focus on your customer, and execute. Make a plan, execute the plan. If there's any other topics that you kind of want me to go over in the same style video as this, comment them below. I'll get right on it and I'll get them posted for y'all as soon as possible. I think what we're going to do is start trying to get these out a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Again, I know this is game that I know, but the next guy might not know as well as I know it. So if I can give just these little gems, who knows who I could help. So until next time, it's your boy Aunt Lindsay, and we out.